Hello everyone, my name is Sangwin and welcome to Introduction to Angular. So as you all know, Angular is a TypeScript based open source web application framework led by the Angular team at Google. So Angular can be used for developing client-side applications such as websites, web applications, desktop applications as well as mobile applications. Hence it is called the one framework which supports all. Now in today's session we will talk about how to install Angular in your system, that is Angular CLI, command line interface, and how to create a basic application using command line interface. So for that you'll need to visit cli.angular.io, which has all the steps to install Angular CLI as well as create a new project. So you'll need to open your terminal window and copy this command and paste it into your terminal. Now as this will install Angular CLI dependencies, you'll need to provide it with the sudo command, and if not given sudo, then it will throw you an permission denied error. So this will install all the dependencies needed for Angular CLI, and it will install the latest version. If you want to install a specific version of CLI, then you'll have to add it in front of it. For example, if you want to go to Angular 4.0.0, then you'll have to do @4.0.0. If this version exists, then Angular npm will install exact this version of Angular CLI. As we are continuing on Angular 9.0.4, we will continue on 9 itself. Let me clear this. After that, if you want to check your version again, there's a command ng for Angular, and you can type in version. This will give you Angular CLI version as well as node and all packages details itself. Now for this means you have successfully installed Angular CLI. Now you are able to run the ng command on the terminal. Now for the next step, there's ng new command that will create a new project. So let's run this ng new, and you can give any name to your application. For the sample sake, I will give sang-app and click enter. Now there's an option of Angular routing by default. So if you press enter, it will select no itself, and it will not generate a separate file for Angular routing. As we need Angular routing in our project, I will type Y and press enter. It will give you another options of style sheets. If you are comfortable with CSS, you can go with CSS itself. Each component will have its separate CSS or SCSS files. I think SCSS are more cleaner, so I will check SCSS and continue with it. You can check any method you want which you are comfortable with. Now this will create all the required files from the CLI to create a new project. For example, there is package.json, angular.json, which carries all the Angular dependencies. Package.json has all the dependencies that are needed to run a project. There is also an index.html to run the project. There is main.ts, which is responsible for bootstrapping the application. The styles.scss. If you had selected CSS in above format, style sheet format, you would have seen style.css here. There's assets folders for your fonts, images, etc. There's app.component. So this will be there by default. This component will be bootstrapped on initial project rendering, and there's one routing file which is managed for URL routings that we will talk about in upcoming lectures. So as you can see, the packages are installed successfully. We can see all these files. Okay, so let me go into the project, and you can see all the files available here. This readme e2e package.log.json tsconfig tslinked. We will have a separate session for detailed introduction for these files. For now, let's open our demo applications. So as you know, there's a command ngserve which is used to serving the application on the web. If you run ngserve here, it won't automatically open it on the browser, but there's an option -open. This option will automatically open this application into browser window itself. So if you run this, you can see it will compile all the Angular HTML and CSS files together with TypeScript files and create a bundle of these files, and they will directly run on the browser. So I don't have to type the URL manually and open the application on browser window itself. As you can see, all the files are compiling, and it will start bundling all the modules. As you can see, it automatically opened up in the browser. I didn't have to type the localhost 4200 URL itself. So here you can see all the files are bundled together. There are no HTML, CSS or TypeScript files available here. There are only JS files which are bundled by Angular CLI and compiled onto the browser. There are few steps available here for you. If you want to add a new component, then you can run this command, which we will see in upcoming lectures. So this is how CLI works. This is how we can create a demo application and run it on our browser. So this was basic introduction to Angular CLI, as well as how to create an Angular project. We will dig deep this in upcoming videos. So thank you so much for watching, and please motivate me by liking and subscribing my channel. Thank you so much.